I don't understand. Why did I have to remember everything about myself, my demise, or even what happened to you? They killed everyone, destroyed my cathedral, my home, erased my order. They damned my memory before I could even take hold of death's hand. I didn't want to witness any further destruction, and yet made me watch in torture. They were my people. I taught them respect for themselves and each other, teaching them we are all welcome in this cathedral. But it wasn't enough for some of them. And that's where it began. An underground society ran within my walls and right under my nose. I almost envy them for hiding so long, so I wish my order had the same amount of time to flee as they did, preparing an unearthly hell. Can you imagine how far the corruption must have gone? To frame someone of another's doing and having people on the inside going against our teachings? It's truly abhorrent. I had forgotten how to forgive another since that tragic day. I wish I could have seen it. A sign, a clue, anything to tell me what would have occurred that horrible evening. I didn't even question the defectors accountable. That's how much I was blindsided. Fires, centuries of relics. My people, dead. Some tried to flee to the cathedrals from their home, but were caught and put to death. All chose to keep their faith in me and our collective love for this world. Yet, they were punished for it, without a question. I was asleep when the damnation started. The scent of smoke imprinted my nose and stained my lungs. I could no longer tell the difference between shattering glass and a human screaming. I couldn't do anything, as I was already restrained by chains in a cellar when I awoke from being poisoned. It was too late. They'd already made several precautions, making sure I could only watch the destruction and then end my misery. On top of that, they used my body as an offering to their deity and told the holy superiors I had offered myself. My body was already giving way, feeling cold, paralyzed, and desperate for anything, anyone for help. Death had reached my hand, and I no longer wished to resist. Then something strange happened. The entity I was offered to granted me reincarnation and pity for my soul. But why me? Why not my people? Despite being against forces of evil and my constant pleas to desist, I was reborn without compliance and placed back on Earth. But something's amiss. The cathedral state is how it was when in construction. But how can this be? Here was once where my cathedral stood, but now dilapidated and incomplete. It's like the project was abandoned and was left to the negligence of the elements for decades, but preserved enough for restoration. I may have been reborn against my will, but such is a test of faith for a priest such as myself, I presume. But one thing I am certain of. We have a lot of work to do, so I hope you remember where the brooms are.